Grand Island may have a mega site primed for major industry, and today the community celebrates a project which may be the missing link to new jobs. As Steve White shares, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg announcing $15 million for new rail infrastructure.
This country, for half a century, just didn't invest the way we should have in railroads.
America fell behind. That's the assessment of Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who says the nation needs to invest in its aging rail network.
Safety win, supply chain win, and the jobs win.
Buttigieg visiting Nebraska as a Grand Island business will benefit from $15 million to upgrade this one-of-a-kind rail network 20 miles through the former Cornhusker Army ammunition plant.
Once we get a short line rail in here, then you can seamlessly go between the Burlington Northern tracks and the Union Pacific tracks.
It just puts Grand Island on the map differently for opportunity and growth.
Grand Islands may be positioned to attract new industry that needs rail access, while also being located in an area that's both near a metro population, but will never have houses around due to the legacy of contamination from the ammo plant.
You can build the largest facility in the country here. We can handle it, we can interchange it, and we've got the land and the space to support it.
Southern Power has been working to locate industry here, but ran into challenges.
And we've always been able to tell projects that we do have rail out here, but it was always really hard to get access to it. So this is going to open up doors for projects that are really needing rail access, either to bring in raw materials or ship their goods out.
Already, one company is in the initial phases of building nearby. GMCO plans a fertilizer facility.
As a new fertilizer product that draws on old proven tactics for increasing plant yields.
Cathcart Rail has around 100 employees and plans to add a dozen more. Related industry could result in another 40 jobs. Plus, they anticipate new development, both diversifying into new areas and building on a strong foundation in agriculture.
It's no accident that this railroad is called the Cornhusker, and we know that the products that are moved here, both agricultural products directly and then manufacturing that is related to the ag sector, they really depend on those supply chains, and that's part of why short line railroads are so important to America. We're investing in them just like we are in the larger Class 1 freight railroad assets. And that has to happen because it supports so many jobs.
Steve White reporting. Funding comes from the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Senator Fisher voted yes, and Secretary Buttigieg repeatedly thanked her. We also asked the Transportation Secretary about the recent explosion at Bailey Yard in North Platte earlier this month.
When that North Platte incident happened, I was on the phone with the governor. Fortunately, it wasn't long before they were able to let residents know they could stay, they could get back to their homes. That's a terrifying experience that nobody should go through. And it shows you why railroad safety is so important, not just for the workers who are working with these rail cars and railroads every day, but for anybody who lives anywhere near them, which is an awful lot of people here where I come from and around the country.
Join us Thursday at 10 as we take a look back at the incident at Bailey Yard in our special investigation about what went right and what went wrong. Buttigieg also sharing his thoughts on the possibility of a government shutdown.
You know, a shutdown would throw a wrench in the works of so many things that we are doing to improve American infrastructure. And so would some of the cuts that are being proposed. Matter of fact, the latest round of cuts proposed by House Republicans would mean fewer railroad inspections and fewer miles of track inspected. I think most Americans understand we need more, not less, when it comes to railway safety. You look at what happened in East Palestine, you look at over 1,000 derailments a year, and frankly, there have always been more than 1,000 derailments a year. That's not acceptable. We could do something about it, but that would move us in the exact wrong direction.